materials. As Japan prepared for war, Saito, former Japanese ambassador to the United States, Japan stored huge reserves of oil in China, said she hoarded scrap iron. Millions of tons of these and other essential raw materials were bought abroad and piled up in anticipation of the day when she could import them no more. Japan's industry is increasingly occupied with building her powerful war machine. Have for years been dominated by great family trusts like Mitsui and Mitsubishi. These industrialists, together with the military leaders, rule this strange modern feudal state. The people have no voice in the government. A few high-ranking officers are the real rulers. Backed by a fanatical army and navy, they have completely oppressed the Japanese people. This military clique uses how Japan's armies administering the country with an iron hand. A regimented people is taught that Japan's is a just and holy cause, but her real philosophy is force. The Emperor's troops, landing on December 7, 1941, believed that there while another Japanese ambassador talked in Washington, Japan's rulers Nipponese airlines the idea that she is destined to dominate the Pacific and ultimately rule the world. Smiling ambassador already her invasion of Southeast Asia has given her complete mastery over Japanese 7% of the Pearl Harbor growing area with a very different message. Is a powerful weapon against the United Nations, who need rubber in vast amounts to carry on the war. By Japanese bombs became a roaring furnace. In approved Axis style, Japan unleashed a blitzkrieg. Oil fields in Burma and the Netherlands Indies provide Japan with fuel for a long war. The vast tin resources of British Malaya and the Dutch East Indies are also at her disposal. The same is true of a long list of other strategic materials. If Japan's enemies allow her the breathing space to develop these resources, there should have been neither consternation nor surprise when Japan attacked in the Pacific. For the world has neither consternation nor surprise when Japan attacks in the Pacific, for the world has seldom known a nation so consistently predatory. Japan's early conquest were made easy for her by an accident of geography. The nation she invaded first was she fought Russia. The problem of supply was simple for a great maritime power to her empire. But today her lines of communication are becoming dangerously extended. Korea was an every extra mile from home is a peril to Japan. In Manila is 1,800 miles after the First World War. Japan acquired a Pacific Islands. Timor is 3,000. Then in 1931, she invaded Chinese Manchuria, and it became Japanese Manchukuo. All these distances must be translated into long lines of ships. The present unprovoked conflict in China began, both by air and still continues after years of bitter warfare. But the Western world still in China began. Every Japanese continues after years of bitter serious loss. For Japan lacks the shipbuilding capacity to make good her losses quick warning. Her industry cannot continue in operation to see Hitler in 1941 to newly conquered they closed their eyes to the significance of the enormous between the world's most aggressive military power. Plans for war against the United Nations well before Pearl Harbor. Put in the United States taking alone is close to 90 million. She acquired a strategic base for the low productivity of Japanese labor saw another careful preparations result in 50% coordinated employment, as netted only a 20% gain in a huge area under simultaneous attack. Guam fell to Japan has made vast conquests of territories and peoples. She now controls an area 2.5 times the size of the United States garrison at Hong Kong and became 200 million Japanese assault. But these new slaves of Japan will scarcely help her plan in her race against the clock. Down all for the age of imperialism is ended. Then she turned west of Asia, share the worldwide urge for a future that will be better than the past. They await the day of their liberation. The strategy plan to defeat Japan becomes clear. We must enlist their aid by proclaiming the four freedoms driving toward a junction somewhere in Asia. To defeat this enemy, the United Nations are forging the weapons that will defeat our enemies. Japan proper already our production of tanks exceeds that of the population of 73 million. 80% of her land is mountainous, and all food must be grown on the remaining 20%. Fortunately for Japan, a mild climate have steel. Cells indefinitely. But her farm Japan only 2.5 acres. So farmers one of our plane factories will produce more bombers than the total known Japanese output of these heavy weapon tools of hundreds of years ago. We must smother the Japanese Air Force, which is good but small, and Japan we have the means to do it. Had a basic food problem. We are building ships faster than they were ever built before. These ships will form great armadas, Japanese millions and millions of tons in carrying capacity to take our new armies into battle. Their standard of living is one of the lowest in the world. They live mainly on rice and fish. Japan's fishing fleets crowd her ports, and allies like the brave and battle-wise Filipinos are joined with us in this fight, as well as the hardened veterans of China, who have held Japan since 1937. The Malayan peoples will join the fight over 7 millions, and other large Australians are fighting at our side. Have absorbed millions of India's fighting men are preparing for action on the land. Even the low pay of the city's in the west, Hitler is battled by the British and the hard-fighting Russians. Hitler's defeat would hasten Japan's doom. The major portion of Japan's industry is carried on at the council tables of the United Nations. We shall make plans. This is true even of her large and rich free post-war world, which before must speak the only language Japan understands. 4/5 of Japan's silk output was sold to the United States. Loss of this market has caused a severe economic dislocation. The might of the United Nations will hearten our friends industry and will destroy our foes. We have the weapons and know where to use them to destroy Japan's new order of slavery and to bring freedom to Asia's millions. This industry has always had one especially important weakness: almost complete lack of needed raw materials. As Japan girded has always had one especially important weakness: almost complete lack of needed raw materials.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it. Write for Pollution Booklet Box 1771, Radio City Station, New York.
Very